Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Bedpost Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Erin Pym. Here at the podcast, I like to invite guests and performers from my stage show, Bedpost, that I do here in Toronto and beyond, into the studio here at the Pacific Junction Hotel to discuss sex and sexuality with me. This week, I have a very pro-style guest, marketing director and events producer, Fatima Mechtab.
Hello,
Hi, Fatima.
You?
Welcome back to the podcast.
Thank you so much. I love being on the show.
Yes, we've had you a couple times.
Yes.
And right off the bat, I mean, what is Oasis Aqualounge for people that don't know?
Oh, so for people who don't know and would like to find out, Oasis Aqualounge is a clothing optional, water-themed adult playground for consenting adults 19 plus.
Ooh.
So we are a sex club that welcomes all gender identities, sexual orientations. Anybody who's a consenting adult, regardless of the type of relationship you're in, can come and explore their sexuality and fantasies and socialize with like-minded people at Oasis Aqualounge.
I love that you've got that long title. You're like, adult playground for da-da-da-da, and then you're like, sex club.
Well, it actually kind of
it boils down to sex club.
Yeah. Well, it sort of came about because we'd be talking about Oasis Aqualounge at trade shows, and we really wanted to steer clear of swingers club, but people are really familiar with that term. But we're not a swingers club because we welcome all different types of relationships and individuals.
Right. Yeah.
So we were kind of thinking, okay, what's a way to sort of tie in everything that we have? So
yes.
Like clothing optional, water themed, adult playground, because there's so many things that happen at Oasis. It's not just sexual activity.
Yep.
We have workshops, events, and so it is kind of like this, like
more of like a
eclectic
spa slash
event space
performance
slash,
space
yeah.
slash it is, it's a slash.
Yeah.
It's a slashy,
but right down to the nitty gritty, it's a sex
club.
That's right.
What so in a swingers club that's like hetero kind of normative, is that kind of the difference, you think?
Yeah, I would say that the swinger community is definitely more heteronormative, but also
and like for more couples.
Exactly, for couples that are in the lifestyle. So if you were to go to a swingers club as a couple, it would be assumed that you would want to play with other couples there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're a little bit more closely knit with their community. Oasis Aqualounge is such a diverse group of people.
Right.
So like, there's people
it's
in the
open
lifestyle,
to people
kink.
coming the first time
Exactly,
for checking out whatever event, no matter who you are or how you orient.
And comfort level too, right? So like everything is there to explore as you want it to, as you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the swingers club it's like you're down to play with other couples, and that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's just not what we are exactly.
Yeah.
So I like to differentiate that when I introduce what the club is.
For sure,
yeah.
and not to say that couples looking for other couples to play with aren't going to be at Oasis as well, because they definitely are.
Oh,
right?
Absolutely. I mean, the swingers community is a huge part of what Oasis is.
Yeah,
but we're very broad in
yes.
that, and I think with people that are new to the idea of clubs in general, swingers club sort of just freaks them out a little bit because they're like, well, I don't want to play with other couples yet, or I'm not ready. That's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
We're like, no, you don't have to, and that's not what the focus is. But we are absolutely welcoming of couples that are in the lifestyle, and we're welcoming of people that are into kink and BDSM and that are queer. So we're sort of like this a very eclectic hub of all sex community things.
Yes, love it. Okay, so for people who have not been to Oasis and might be maybe apprehensive or interested or nervous or what have you, what are we getting when we go to Oasis?
So you're getting a very liberated environment that's non-judgmental, where you can toy with your fantasies, where you can explore your body, where you can get comfortable with your sexuality, where you can talk with like-minded people in a world where that usually isn't possible. It's very different from the mainstream world that we live in. You usually can't discuss, the idea of maybe having multiple partners or feeling great in your nude body or wanting to explore different pleasures that may not be easily accessible.
Mainstream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're coming into this world that is very open-minded and, again, very non-judgmental.
Yeah.
Also, one of the most wonderful things about Oasis Aqualounge is the fact that you see so many diverse body types.
Yes, you do.
And in mainstream sexuality, you see one type of body having sex, one type of body enjoying pleasure. And
a fit white person.
Usually, yes. Yeah. Yes, exactly.
That's a little bit plastic, probably.
Yeah, maybe hairless.
Yeah,
completely no
hairless.
body fluids at all.
Yes.
Just as a neat little plastic person.
Just so photoshopped.
Yeah, exactly. And at Oasis Aqualounge, it's just such a human environment. And I really love that. And one of my favorite things is when a person visits for the first time or a couple visits for the first time. They're like, I was terrified to take off my clothes. I didn't know if anybody was going to look like me. And they're like, I just felt so comfortable. Mm-hmm. And I think a big part of that is also the wonderful staff that we have as well, too. Mm-hmm. Our staff is very welcoming. And like our regulars are like family. Like we really are a community. So one of the things that you get at Oasis Aqualounge that may or may not happen at other clubs or bathhouses is that it's a very social environment.
Yeah.
It's not like your typical sort of like dark bathhouse with anonymous rooms. And like that's hot in its own way, too.
Yeah, for sure it is. Yeah.
But like Oasis is just very open. So people are super friendly, willing to talk to you, clothes on, clothes off. And it just creates this really like human environment.
Yeah. And as you were saying about clothing, so you are welcome to keep your clothing on.
Of course.
And you are welcome to wear literally whatever you want.
Literally anything you want. It's
so
such
what do most
concept.
people do when we go? How are most people clothed or unclothed?
Yeah. So the typical look that you would see at Oasis Aqualounge is somebody nude with a towel around their torso, around their waist.
Yeah. And that's because of all the water features that you have there.
Our heated pool and our hot tub and our sauna.
Yeah.
So like again, like the concept of clothing optional is just kind of mind blowing because like we're taught that we have to wear clothing or the right type of clothing. We have to look this way and buy this brand. And at Oasis, you can just like the sky's the limit, and you can change your mind. You can take your clothes off, put them back on.
Yeah, you can start with your clothes off if you're uncomfortable, and then when you're kind of feeling, you can take off a shirt. And then if you're feeling a little more risque, you can take off your pants.
My first time at Oasis, actually, sorry to cut you off.
No.
I was excited, but I was nervous. And I'm a pretty bold person, but I was like, I just couldn't really wrap my head around it. I was like,
what do I wear? I can wear anything.
I know.
So what then?
I bought 2 dresses, first of all, of course, a black dress and a pink dress. and then I ended up like topless with like thong underwear. And then I think like by the end of the night, I think I was completely nude, or maybe not. I'm not sure. I know I was definitely topless, but even that was just like such a thrill.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was just like, woo, I'm just doing it, and it was exciting. And I mean, I'm somebody, I kind of like clothing. I like accessories. I like dressing up. So I'm somebody who like, I don't often go nude. That's just my own personal preference, but it's awesome to have a choice.
Yeah, and there are events that do inspire people or encourage people to wear specific, costumes or lingerie pieces or fetish wear or whatnot, right?
Yes.
If people want to if like you, they like to dress up, and go out, right?
Well, sometimes dressing up can make you feel sexy, can make you feel like brings out your alter ego, and that's really sexy too. Just to throw it in, actually, we have an event at the end of April called Suits and Nudes, and the suggested dress, it's never mandatory, is women nude and men in suits.
Oh,
so there's
that's
a really sexy like power dynamic going on there.
Clothed male, naked female.
Yeah.
We've all watched porns.
CFNM.
Yeah.
CFNM. Yeah.
I always fuck it up. I'm like CSNY. I'm like, no, that's probably still Nash and Young.
Yeah. Yeah. CIUT. No. That's not it. Sorry,
Sex
CIUT.
City. Okay, so what else is at Oasis? You mentioned you've got the hot tub, the sauna, the outdoor heated pool.
Yes.
What else is there? What are we looking?
So we do a number of amazing events every single day. There's something on our calendar every single day, and we try to reach as many fantasies and interests as we can. We also offer a wide range of workshops, ranging from educational topics to
entertainment,
yes, lap dance instructors, pole performers, tons of burlesque, amazing burlesque community that I have the pleasure of working with, and like workshops on technique, how to give a great blowjob, how to eat pussy, like all anal, all of these great things. Kink demos are also big at Oasis, lots of rope.
A fisting demo.
Fisting demos, yes, bukkake. I mean, if you can think about it, we have done it or we want to do it. So we're always on the lookout for, what is interesting to people as far as like sexual activity goes.
So in that way, what are in the rooms? What in the physical space is there?
So in the physical space, it's divided by like 4 floors. The 4th floor being one private room. So there's only one completely private space in Oasis Aqualounge. The whole idea is like it's an open sex club, so there's not a lot of private spaces. There's one, but
and you can lock the door and have it be completely private.
It's completely private. Nobody can come in. You book the room and you have it for yourself. You like for 2 hours, I think is our maximum time for that room.
They can get it done in that time.
Yeah, and if you can't, just go to one of the
another
rooms.
room.
Go to the public rooms. In the space, so we have playrooms, and all the playrooms are they're all made of like leather interior, so very easy to clean up. There's no sheets, there's no porous material, and people really like that. Just very easy to clean. We've got a couple of rooms that we do presentations in. So we have a room on the 2nd floor. It's called the Oasis Ballroom, and we have a stage in there, and that's where we showcase a lot of entertainment, workshops, things like that on our stage.
And the other half is like this huge kind of loungy, couchy bed thing.
Yeah, it's like a massive, imagine a massive couch and a massive bed all in one on one side of the room, and the other side of the room is a stage.
And you can get like 30 people lounging on there, so you can watch whatever performance is happening or lecture is happening. Yeah,
it's awesome when that room is packed too, just to see all of these people packed in this room. Like we've had people even overflow to the stage on really busy nights, so it's really cool. We also have a dungeon space too, so it's a play dungeon. We do have some rules around BDSM play. There's some things that we don't allow for the safety and comfort of people.
Okay,
but in general, there's great play furniture. All of our rooms have gloves, lube, condoms.
Very important. In the dungeon, what are the things that are in the dungeon? There are some fun things in there.
Yeah, we got some fun things. We have a sex swing that you can just like sit in and stuff.
I've taken a few selfies in that sex swing. Like, hey,
you can make the change into stirrups. The sex swing is great. We have a St. Andrew's cross, so you can like be on it with handcuffs around you.
Yes.
And stuff. We have benches. You can bend over, spank somebody.
Yeah, spanking benches.
Got a desk.
There's like, I feel like there's like a little chaise.
Yeah, it's like a
thing.
It's like sex furniture. So it's like this curved S sort of like bench where you can just like be on it.
Splay out.
And we also got some great artwork too throughout the entire venue, especially in the dungeon.
Yeah.
We have some great artists that we work with. Vanessa Walsh.
Yes, I was just going to say her.
Bert Jackson. I don't want to say anybody's name wrong. Dan Ross. Yeah, so we've got some great artwork.
Awesome.
Right
Shout out. Can people like purchase that artwork?
Oh yeah, of course. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
very nice.
You can visit the club or you can inquire at info@oasisaqualounge.com if you're interested in purchasing any art. It's really beautiful.
Yeah. So